been seeing a lot of speculation in Buckeye Nation, such as 11 Warriors, that Devin Brown and Lincoln Kienholz could possibly transfer after spring ball, with the possibility that neither one of them will win the starting spot, and they could be possibly be passed up on the depth chart. I mean, let's say Will Howard's the starter, they could possibly be passed up on the depth chart by Aaron Nolan and Julian Sand. Now, I also read in the article that Brown and Kienholz are pretty confident. Brown went as far as saying, those people don't know shit what they're talking about. They probably live in their mom's basement. To me, that's a pretty weak statement, and due to that fact, I think he will end up transferring, even though he said he's a Buckeye through and through. But here are my thoughts on this. Lincoln Kienholz and Devin Brown were never going to be legitimate starters. To me, they brought them in as roster fillers and backup options. If you look at 2022, it looked like Quinn Ewers, was going to be the top guy. But then he reclassified and then transferred out a year later. That really left a spot open. The only one available was Devin Brown. And then you have 2023. I think they struck out on a couple quarterbacks. I forgot the dude's name, but he was once committed, but now he's at Florida State. Looks like he could be a legitimate starter for them. But then we were left with only having Lincoln Kienholz commit. So, from what I've seen from Devin Brown and Lincoln Kienholz, I'm just not sold. Yes, they're mobile, but they just don't look like they have that X factor. They don't look like, they could be that guy who leads the team down the field when needed. Whenever Devin Brown got in, they didn't even trust him to pass. He was just running a lot, especially goal line situations. And from what I saw in the bowl game, yes, Lincoln is very good at running for his life due to the O line, but I just didn't like what I saw in terms of mechanics and being able to get the ball to his receivers. So, here's what's going to happen. This year, Will Howard will more likely be the starter. They will be passed up by Aaron Nolan, Julian Sand. That will have the writing on the wall for Devin Brown. He'll transfer out, and then the following year, I think Lincoln Kienholz will call the day too. I mean, at the end of the day, they went on to playing college ball. I mean, for some, Ohio State is a place where they can go and thrive, be a starter, get in the league. And for some, it's a dream school. And personally, I think that for Lincoln Kienholz and Devin Brown, I think Ohio State was only a dream school for them.